Hello everybody, this is Wendy with Wendy's Paper Junk, and I am starting this video for like the 5th time. I made a mess of trying to video this, so I'm just going to start from here and explain what I did. You guys can follow, you guys will know what I'm doing anyway. So, let me just start by, it started with a box. Just a regular cardboard box, okay? And I tore off the flaps of this one first, and I made these. So I got this one. Oops, I have that one. This one, I played around with some modeling paste, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. But I have this one. And then I have this one. Okay, so what I did on the flaps, you know, when I tore them off, I left all the raw edges because this is going to be a very rustic journal. And what I did was I used some just cheap acrylic paint. It was a gold tone, and I painted these, the tops of them. And then I came back with some Mod Podge, and I Mod Podged my napkin down, which was something like this. Okay, so I Mod Podged my napkin down, and then I came back after it dried and inked it all, okay? I don't know about this one, though. Okay, so I inked it all, so I got these. Okay, and then my box. Okay, now, the only thing I cut from this box, I took off the top flaps. Okay, so I had this, all right. I popped open the bottom, so I had those flaps here. This is a really small box. So these are the bottom, you see this section here? These are the bottom flaps that were folded in. So I unopened those, and then I opened from the seam and opened the box up. All I did was cut off one of the sides. Okay, so instead of 4 to make a box, I just have 3 now, okay? In fact, here's the 4th. See, this was how small the box was. Okay, and then the flaps here, okay? And it attached, it was like that, okay? So now you know that part. Then I came back and added an inch, well, it's like more of 3/4 spine. So where it already creased at, okay, I did a 3/4 over. I scored it and folded it so there was a spine there, see? And then I came over here and did the same thing, but I made it a little bigger. Not by much. I think it ended up being, I have no idea, because I was eyeballing it, and I don't, oh, here it is. All right, and this side is an actual full inch. Okay, so it's not that much bigger, but it's just enough, because I didn't plan on putting much on this side here. I am, but not a lot. Okay, so I got that done. Okay, now mind you, I've been filming over and over again what I was doing in the process, and I was like, this, I've messed up, so I had to pause and stop, and the video was just gonna be a mess, and I'm like, no, I better not. So let me show you what I started to do. Okay, so the back side, I mean the side that is gonna fold up like this. Okay, so what I did was I had an old Farmer's Almanac, and I just shredded the paper and I glued them on. Okay, I just glued them all down. I didn't Mod Podge the paper, okay, because I wanted to cover up the box and, you know, give me a base to work with. Then I came back and I'm like, well, I had this last square of napkin, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just, you know, Mod Podge those pieces down, which is what I did. I just Mod Podged these pieces randomly down. I'm sure it'll probably end up being covered after a while. And then I had this random piece of paper I just glued down just because it was in my way. So, and then I had to end up I wanted to come back. This I'm going to put fabric on anyway to keep reinforcing these spines. So I came back and put some bookbinding tape on here. And you know, bookbinding tape, once it's on, you can't get it off. If I tried to take this off, I'd tear up my whole book. So that's where I'm at right now. So I figured out the closure. Okay, so the closure is an old what does this say? Military's equipment. So it's a military button. Okay, it's kind of flat, but it has a curve where it kind of curves out. It's not a shank. So what I did was I used a ribbon, one of my scrap ribbons, and pulled it through, and then I made a knot. Even though I don't really need a knot, it sits up far enough where the string will go around the close. It will still, I will, you know, poke this through, glue it down before I do the inside. So the closure will be here like this, and then this will come from the back and you can, you know, tie it up. Okay, so that's the I got my closure where I'm thinking of. So now I'm trying to stay I'm trying to think several steps ahead before I start adding, because I'm going to sew through this, and I don't want to sew through, like if I lay out, you know, my fabric here, I don't want to show all the sewing marks. So I got to sew what I'm going to sew first on the cover and then come back. So with this, what I'm doing with this is having a little rustic flip, and I actually thought, okay, 7th time is a charm. I'm trying to film. So I'm at this point where, okay, so this is going to be the cover, but I wanted to put some paper back here, and I want some of this yellow, but I want to, you know, mess it up some more, I guess you could say. Make it look a little dirty is the word. I want the contrast, and yes, I'm taking a lot of artistic liberties with this project, but I kind of wanted to do something a little more unconventional than what I've been making lately. And you know, this seems to do. Might have to get out some of my black too. Oh, so just something a little from my normal journals, even though I do have a quilt fabric one in the works that is a little bit different from what I normally do, but I just kind of wanted a little bit of a change. That's all it is just, you know, sometimes I have to find me some more of these. Look, see how I hate changing these out because the sponge gets so saturated with your ink. I mean, so it just, I don't know. I just hate changing them out. It just seems like it takes forever to get. All right. So I want to put I don't know what I want to put. Where is my... Oh, this will work. If you watched my previous video on what I won. Isn't it bad when we're like in love with the, you know, the packaging? You know, how horrible is that? Okay, I'm trying. Okay, so it's gonna be this way. So I want, and then still might be, I have to, I hate to do it. Save that for a snippet. Let's see. Okay. And probably a little, I don't know. Let's see. I got tons of scrap stuff coming out right now. Oops. Oh, and of course it's all falling. What dropped? Okay, this dropped. You're gonna be like, no, and I'm gonna be, yeah. And I'm gonna, let's see. Okay. And then let's do a little bit of I don't know. I got so much stuff here. It's ridiculous. All right. So on this side, so the back side of that fabric. All right. Nope, I don't like that. Let's see. Where is my... All right, so, all right, so I can kind of hide that. And then I'm going to use, I think, or I can use this to put it on. All right. I want it all free. So, I don't have enough. I don't know where it's gonna come. Let me get rid of this for a minute so I can see. All right, like that. All right, probably don't need that much, but it'll help anchor it down more, I guess. Okay, let me pause. I'm gonna stitch this on real quick, and hopefully my video taking skills will get better. Who knows? Hold on. Okay, already I had to adjust because, once again, I wasn't thinking far enough ahead. Okay, So I stitched, okay, so this is what I did. Because I think, okay. All right, so here is the top flap, and this I have to get put on next. Okay, so that button will go there to tie everything down. Okay. And then these I will stitch down as well. Okay, so this top flap will open, and I actually left this as a little, you know, there's places to write here and here and here. So this will open up like this. So now I just need a little, I need something here. And I also need to put the fabric over down first before I put this down. So that, at least that's settled. I just got to figure out, I have some kind of like upholstery fabric that I'm digging. So what I can do, all right, so see, you guys are seeing it all from the stage, how, you know, it's not all fun and roses, let me just say. Do I like this one, or do I want to go with a different feel to it? I guess that's okay, because I can always layer, you know, definitely will layer it. I just like it because it is a heavy duty, like a canvas duck cloth here. All right, and I also got to see if I want to put anything else down on here, which, you know, of course I do. I mean, why wouldn't I? I need something. Of course, I don't think you're gonna see this. Let's see. What do I got? What do I got? I'm looking, you guys. I'm looking. Oh, well, I do got some of this. I'm trying not to get too matchy-matchy. Well, trying is the operative word here. I mean, you're not gonna see. This is gonna be covered up anyway. Ugh, I also have to layer. Okay, guys, I'm getting way ahead of myself, apparently. All right, so I need to lay out some of this. This is like a linen, a cotton linen. Very, very strong. And what I'm going to do is glue these in. And do I want to put any lace or anything sticking out from it is the question. Nope, I don't think I am. All right, so I need to get my Fabri-Tac, and it looks like I will be having to end the video quicker than what I expected until I get to the next part. And let this dry. I will say it takes a little longer, I think, for stuff on cardboard to dry, because like I said, cardboard I think just holds in the moisture. I usually hit it with a heat gun too after it dries, just to be on the safe side, because it just holds it in. Let's put it in the creases. Make sure that's in the creases. So, if you have a box, you could totally just mangle it like I'm doing this one. It's not gonna hurt anything. You're getting your creative juices flowing. So, sorry, I gotta make some room here so this can lay flat. Or at least as flat as it can go here. Alright. And then this one. And like I said, there's gonna be more stitching. And you don't have to, sew anything. You just use glue and tape, staples, whatever you got. But since I got a sewing machine and I love to sew, we are using it. Okay, let's make sure. This is fine if it wrinkles up. It's going to be a, this is just going to help hold it all together. So that way, before I stitch through anything, I want to put what I can layer wise down, so when I stitch through everything, and it kind of just holds it all in place. Okay, so this unfortunately is going to have to dry. And it's going to take longer than me pausing the video. But I do have to, I wonder if I can stitch the ribbon down. Oh, I bet you I could. Look at that, you guys. I can stitch the ribbon down and still have, what do you guys think about that? Just another layer. I think I'm going to do that. So the tie goes there. Okay, so that's another sewing thing. Now if I can just remember, that's what I plan on doing. Okay, well, I don't know how long it's been, but I'm sure it's been way over 30 minutes. So this is what I got going on so far. The box journal is what I'm calling it. Just kind of just working it out as I go. I gotta add fabric and some edges so I can, make it look good. But let's dry that first. Let's put that down. Okay. I will be back. Let me know what you think. Do you have any ideas for this? I am open to suggestions. Let me know. And I will hopefully have a video up tomorrow and get some more progress going. So, yeah, this is just got to soak in. Awesome. Bye.